Hey everyone, this is Ty, and if you click to watch this video, you know what this is all about. No sense in delaying. Let's get to the bike unveil. Well, to my existing subscribers, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, I am glad that you are here. So this is the first video that I've ever produced on this 23 Road Glide Special 120th Anniversary Edition. I got this motorcycle about a week ago. It's been in the shop, getting a few upgrades, and a few of those I wanted to go over with you guys now. All right, let's take a quick look at some of the features of this motorcycle. Very first, I want you guys to check out the paint. I just think it looks great. It's a little overcast and dreary today, but in the sun, this heirloom red, it's got flake in there. It looks so sharp with the pinstripe, and then it's got the dark kind of black that fades into the paint. It just looks so sharp. I hope it translates on video. I don't know if it will, but it looks so good. There's a good shot of the saddlebag there for you guys. And I wanted to show you this too, that this motorcycle is vehicle number 477 out of 1600. Again, just that metal flake in the paint just looks fantastic. We'll get a closer look at the front of the fairing over here so you guys can see, again, with the pinstriping and the black fade. Heirloom red just looks absolutely fantastic on this motorcycle. All right, so let's take a look at the handlebars that I had installed on this one. So these are called Fusion handlebars by Harley Davidson. You can find them on the Harley website. These are pretty much new. The dealership was saying they haven't done too many of these at this point, but they look fantastic. They feel pretty comfortable. I've only had them on here for, I've only been on the bike for 10 or 15 miles at this point, but so far so good. Putting more miles, the test of time is going to really let me know if these are for me or not, but they look fantastic at this point. A couple of road trips. I'm going to have a video just about these after I put some more miles on the motorcycle, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. And then I'm going to bounce right over here to the front. Also had heated grips installed in the motorcycle. I just went with the standard type of grips. I didn't want to do anything fancy on this one, so I just stayed with the standard heated grips. And then I had White Lightning put the docking hardware. I'm going to be putting a sissy bar on here. The reason I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to be doing about a 15 to 1700 mile trip down to Florida, hit some cities, that type of thing. So if you're interested in that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll have more information on that one. And then if we go to the front, or I'm sorry, the rear of the motorcycle, I've got the 4.5 Reinhardt DBX slip-on exhaust installed on this motorcycle. I had these on my previous Street Glide CVO. I like the way they look, I like the way they sound, and I wanted to stay with it, so I've got those. So at a quick glance, that's some of the features that I've already got installed on the motorcycle. Now let's hop on the bike, let's go for a ride. Let me talk to you guys about some of my future plans for this bike, and I'd love to be able to know what you think about it as well. Well, let me start this portion of the video by saying thank you for joining me on my very first moto vlog on this motorcycle. So how it came about that I got this motorcycle was I had a 2021 Street Glide CVO, and I'd been wanting a road glide for quite some time. And then, you know, Harley had their 120th anniversary reveal. I went over to White Lightning to watch that video, and as soon as I saw the paint on the anniversary models, and specifically this Road Glide Special, I was like, yeah, man, hook me up. I want that bike. And White Lightning did, man. They jumped through hoops and they put up with my nonsense and my lack of patience and got this motorcycle to me, and I appreciate them so very much for that. So my first impressions of this bike, I mean, we already looked at the paint and that type of thing, but I've been on a few test test rides with a Road Glide. I've never owned a Road Glide, so this is my very first Road Glide. But I've always been impressed with the Road Glide. Liked it really just as much as I have the Street Glide, and I wanted to try it out. So now I'm part of Road Glide Nation, I guess, right? I mean, does that give me some type of street cred or something? So let's talk about some of the upgrades and modifications that I want to do to this motorcycle. Well, one of the very first things that I can think of, you're probably looking at it right now, this inner fairing, right? So one of the things that I'm really wanting to do is get a paint to match inner fairing. So I've already contacted the Fairing Exchange. I've done business with those guys in the past. They should have heirloom red, and as soon as they do, they're going to hook me up. One of the other things that I'm doing right off the bat, I mean, I will probably start this project tonight, and that is upgrading to LEDs, all the blinkers, turn indicators, all that good stuff, some extra lights, that type of thing. I've got the box from Custom Dynamics sitting in my house, and we'll probably start that. I also am going to put Sirius XM in it. So if any of those things interest you, please stay tuned to the channel, and I should have some good videos with some detail on how to do those things, or at least my thoughts and impressions about those products. Now, for those of you who don't know, I also have a Lowrider ST, and if you've watched any of those videos, you know I love that motorcycle. So let me just say this out in the open in front of everyone. The Lowrider ST is not going anywhere at all. That bike is staying with me. I love that motorcycle. I plan to do some significant upgrades to it. Now, that brings me to this point. So what else am I going to do to this one? When it comes to the engine and modifications like that, I probably won't do too much to it. I might just leave the engine stock, but I am going to add a few, you know, things for creature comfort, let's just say. Something that, you know, makes the motorcycle more mine, more customized and catered to my needs. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the rides and everything coming up that I'm going to be able to take this Road Glide special out on. I think I've already mentioned it, but stay tuned to the channel. Here in about a week and a half, I'm going down to Florida with a buddy of mine. We're going to be riding 15 to 1700 miles, stopping in Panama City, Pensacola, Clearwater, just doing a number of different things while we're down there. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Well, I have a feeling that this Road Glide and I are going to be spending a lot of time together, and she's going to be appearing quite a bit on the channel. So if you would, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this type of content. That would just be awesome. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.